And we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. To throw on the first play, McCarthy. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point up and through. And that makes the score 7-0. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll run for the first time with a speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And this will wind up a Lions first down as he gets this up past the 30 to the 32. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Another run for Gibbs here. And he'll get a few yards here to the 34. Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings. They come into play number 12 in the NFL against the run.
They're not an elite unit. They're not, as what you'd say, the top part of the league against the run. They're a solid group, though. They do a good job. What they're looking for in this one, though, is an elite performance.
That's caught. It's Samuel Porter. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
Now back to the ground. Here's Gibbs. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Goff now looking to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. straight ahead with Gibbs here. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, second down. This defense for the Vikings very strong in that victory a week ago.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And a short gain here down to the 22. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
3rd and 5. Gone. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. And he is going to have a Lion yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Goff now looks to throw. Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
Second and 10. Out of the gun, Goff. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
This offense was on the move. Now two's looking at 3rd and 10. Now it's Goff. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Bates' kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
From the 33, here's a 2nd and 5. Looking to throw McCarthy. Open man is Jalen Naylor. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Here's McCarthy. And this turns into a nice gain with a slot at the end. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. Complete. Jefferson to target. His second catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's second down. The Vikings had a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you...
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings are able to widen their advantage. And he continues to be a focal point of this offense. That's now 10 touchdown catches for him on the year. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. Here we go on the return from the 1-yard line. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
To throw is Goff. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. That is caught. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 37. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. St. Brown in motion right. Here's Goff. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
2nd down, and they go back to Gibbs. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with 40 seconds to go, that's, you'd think, time enough to try to mount a drive should they decide to do so. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch, dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. To the air with McCarthy. Buying time to his left. 20, 10, And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 41 yards. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Touchdown, Vikings! Jordan Addison, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Vikings will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
Now Goff. Throws out left. It's caught by Williams. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Goff and Williams hooking up there for a Lions first.
Well, this hasn't really been a first half to remember on either side of the ball, but I think this kind of makes this an important drive. You'd love to get this back to a one-score game if you can, and that's good work there to get some yardage here and pick up the first down.
That's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. The final shot before break here. Goff. He'll get this one to Patrick. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff, and the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Now a 2nd and 10. Goff now to throw. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
So far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
Got his man. It's Williams. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
They went with a dime look on defense. Two extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Working out of the gun is McCarthy. Over the middle and complete to Addison. He's up now to 80 yards receiving in the ball game, and he's got a first down. Now McCarthy. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Justin Jefferson, his third touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And the Vikings add 6 to their lead. The extra point up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Here's Goff. This is caught by Williams. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
He's airing it out for Williams. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 41. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
This is caught by Addison. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Throwing is McCarthy. Touchdown! T.J. Hockenson, 30 yards. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call.
but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And this will wind up a Lions first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
St. Brown in motion right. Now Goff. He's got it complete to Gibbs. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are.
And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Sacked by Andrew Van Ginkel. Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Back to throw, Goff. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 35. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Goff. He's got right on the short throw. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up second down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
That is caught by Laporta. And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. First down. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Again, Goff. Finds Gibbs on a check down. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's second down. Goff now looks to throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. They go ahead and snap it. Goff. He's got his target. That's complete. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Try to power it in with Arma. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Alex Arma, his first touchdown on the year. And the Lions get a bit closer. Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll cut the lead down to 18.
Lions 17. Check box to kick off for the Lions.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pull it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Jack Campbell with a pick, and the Lions are going to get the football here at their own 23.
First down 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
From the 24 now, here's a 2nd and 9. Goff going to shift him around. From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple. The completion on 1st didn't get much, and now the run on 2nd doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. Inside the 20. This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock.
And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Vikings are looking to run it to 5-1 on the season as they add to their 4th quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Down the left sideline, and he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. 133 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Yardage-wise, he's in the top handful of backs in the league so far this season. A great run there.
He's going to love that standing when it comes to contract time. But even more so, his team loves it because he gives them an identity and sets a tone.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That good for 22 and a 1st down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. They'll run with Gibbs. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
Goff. And in for the Lions touchdown. Sam Laporta from 6 yards away. And the Lions are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to 18.
42. Lions 24.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. Taking it right down Broadway.
Whatever the relationship was between the special teams and the offense, it's gotten a heck of a lot closer after a return like that. The special teams just keep setting them up. The offense thinks they'll go out there and knock them down.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Zadarius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Looking to throw McCarthy. Under pressure, and they got to him again. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now 3rd down and very long. To the air with McCarthy. Flushed out right. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone, and he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. T.J. Hockenson, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. That lead out a bit further. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. To throw is Goff. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. I'd like to be those defensive coaches, though. That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared, but executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.
So for Minnesota, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for Detroit, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.